My name is Zaid Tahabsem, and I work at the World Refugee School. We are a 501c3 registered nonprofit organization involved with educational solutions for refugees, forcibly displaced children, and children in fragile communities across the world. We have around 18,000 beneficiaries in all of our deployments. Our biggest deployment is actually in Idlib in northern Syria. And this is where we graduated our first class last year with the accredited certificates, provided by City and Guilds. It was a great experience for all of them, and we feel very proud of this achievement. Our solution is very hybrid. It adapts to the different learning standards in the countries where the refugees are placed. And it compromises of 4 different building blocks. The first one is the education and learning management system. This is where we keep track of the education, and this is how we deliver the education to the children wherever they are. Second component is the teacher training program. Think of it as a crash course where we train the teachers on 2 things. The first type of training is the technical training on how to use the software and the hardware devices. The second component is the leadership training, where the teachers become able to facilitate the classroom and teach the children in the locations where they are placed. The third component is the certification. And, to me, this is one of the most important components, actually, because no one in the world actually offers an accredited formal education program for refugees. In terms of our accreditation track, we have a partnership with the City and Guilds from the UK. It is one of the most prestigious, accreditation bodies in the world. So by the time the child completes the WRS program, they can use they can use their certificate wherever they go across the world, because it is accredited and recognized on an international level. So they will have equal chances, just like any other child, to apply to Harvard University, for example, or Oxford, or whatever. And then, the last building block is the content repository. Think of it as an app store where we gather content from different sources across the web. And, all the learning objects are being mapped against the learning standards of the national curriculum of the country where the child is placed. So let's say if a child moves from, Syria to Turkey, they will be able to automatically convert from the Syrian learning standards to the Turkish learning standards, so that they can blend into the new educational system smoothly. So that's basically the WRS in a nutshell. So, for us, we believe that the problem that we are trying to solve and tackle is very big in size. It's huge, that it can't be solved with 1 or 2 players. You need more than one organization fighting for the same cause in order to actually measure your impact and try to help the lives of these children. So that was our core reason, because of the network that is available, the different organizations and the great work that they're doing. We felt that there's a need for us to be part of this community, if I may refer to it. So, I believe the network provides a very nice dynamic with, the combination of academics and the different organizations involved with the refugees and, the different groups across the world. And for us, research and specific research on refugees and their problems is something very important to us, because it sets the base for our different endeavors across the world. And having that kind of a relationship where you can rely on these academic studies and research papers that can help you identify the different gaps within your program. And I'll give you an example. The learning standards, or as they refer to them in the States, the learning objectives. These are a core component of the formal educational program. And in order for you to identify the gaps between the national curriculum of one country and another, you need academic, people from academic backgrounds to basically help you with this process.
Right.
And this is something that we look to achieve, with the different partnerships that we have. What gives me hope about the work that I'm doing is very simple. These children have been through a lot, and they've seen a lot within the first few years of their lives. And providing education for in a way that is structured and can give them a little bit of hope to pursue a career, or just the idea of thinking about them, dream about their future, motivates me personally. A child without education is more like a lost child. Education is very essential, especially in the early stages of everyone's life. And because of the situations and the circumstances that these children are placed in, they will have two different tracks. They will either go through an extreme track where they end up joining extremist groups or doing things they shouldn't be doing at their age, or they will have some hope to pursue their education, get a degree, and then continue with their life.